Hello, everyone. I hope that you're doing well and hope that you're enjoying this Wednesday evening with your families, your friends, your loved ones, and you're also taking the opportunity to think about Christ. More often than not, people are thinking more about their own lives, and Christ is not someone that is put into the picture of their lives. The love of Christ is so important because he loves us so very much. You know, when it comes to someone experiencing choking, now people get choked for various reasons. Many lives are lost through that means. And the feeling is unpleasant. And the person has a great understanding about what they're going through. The message of the cross is getting choked. People all around the world are seeking to twist this word. They're wanting to destroy the message of Christ. And for those who are trying to preach it, teach it, study it, they're trying to throw them off balance. But Christ knows and understands and has the power to control certain things for us to realize the importance. Living faithfully through his eyes are very pleasing. And when we think about Scripture, we know that his word is alive. In the book of Colossians in the New Testament, in chapter 3, verse 16, Paul talks about let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts. So we need to let Christ dwell within us. We don't need to allow this world to choke us. And see, every time, and a good portion of time, when the message is spoken clearly, people have a problem with it. Well, that's not what God is saying in these verses. Or maybe that applied back in those times, but not today. See, the Bible speaks that the Lord is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. So everything starts with God and it ends with God. So the message has been the same. It is up to every soul to take heed to the message. As we read in the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 17, Paul talks about faith comes from hearing, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. See, that's how we're going to listen and understand the message. It will be through Christ. Well, how do we get to Christ? Well, we get to Christ through hearing and believing his word, not something else. His word, the Bible, to put it in plain and clear view in our lives. So the message is very important. And if someone is not mindful of his teachings, they're going to miss the opportunity for salvation. They're not going to be in the right relationship with him. They're going to feel more separated from Christ. In the book of James, he talks about drawing near to God and he would draw near to you. Now think about that for a second. Think about the action of that. Christ cannot come to us unless we come to him. That's when we're going to know him fully. And the time is right now to take hold of your lives while you have today. Every day, people are losing their lives at an alarming rate. It is estimated over 150,000 people die globally. 56 million people die. You know, and that's important for all of us to think about. See, death does not discriminate. We all know that we're going to physically lose our lives. But Christ is more after the internal. That's why he equipped us with a soul, to have a part of him. But see, we have to be with him to be connected. Don't lose the opportunity for salvation. Don't allow this world to take away what the Lord has in store for you. Many are losing emphasis on the cross, the message, his death, his burial, and his resurrection. Come to the Father, and the Father will come to you and show you the path of everlasting life.